Hello, my name's Christine Armstrong and I study the world of work, and a question that I am asked about all the time is how to increase our productivity. And recently people have been telling me that there is really good advice on TikTok. So here I am, Gen X, diving into the world of TikTok to see what there is. Let's have a look. 10 rules to have a productive day. Lovely looking chart. Let's see what we're doing with this. Do the hardest task first, fine. Eat that frog, been around for years, not bad advice. Is there enough calories in that breakfast? Who's eating this? Really love this. Can I go here? Is that part of it? Can I go and hang out in this lake? I feel like I need to swim. I do like that the Pomodoro technique here is not using that ticking tomato that drives everybody bananas. This actually is a better way to use the Pomodoro technique. This is like a mashup of random stuff, like sleep well, sure, who doesn't know that? Do some exercise, okay, fine. And then it's got more complex things like time boxing and the Pomodoro technique, which are both fine, but need a bit of explanation if you didn't already know them. It feels like a fun bit of video, but I'm not sure how practical it is. Let's try something else.
Hey, it's Mel, and I want to share one of my secret hacks for being more productive and creative.
Okay, I love Mel Robins. This is feeling like it's more grown up and feeling more comfortable in this space.
Anytime I feel myself procrastinating, or I get writer's block, or I have some sort of big problem I'm trying to solve, if I don't have a solution immediately, boom, I get up, I get outside, 2-minute walk.
I mean, this is great advice, but I cannot get out of my head that she wants me to go for a walk and she's dressed as a bee. I'm so distracted by the bee. I'm almost expecting her to start buzzing next.
According to research, if you just get outside and start walking slowly for just 2 minutes, all kinds of things start to happen.
What, Mel? What starts to happen?
The motion of your body walking starts to jar loose the thoughts in your mind. The what's called optical flow of being in movement starts to shake your ideas loose. The fact that your mood gets boosted helps the ideas to start flowing, and by the time you're done walking outside for just 2 minutes, you're going to be twice as creative and more productive.
This is good, this is simple, I like it. Go for a walk, it makes sense, the research supports it, as she says, but the bee outfit, the bee is too much. I'm not coping with the bee today. The next one is aimed at millionaires. I'm not sure he's my ideal role model because he works enormously long hours, which actually doesn't really fit with the concept of productivity, which is getting a lot of stuff done in a relatively compressed period of time.
Millionaire's Timebox.
Okay, timeboxing we like. It's a super useful technique. We should all do it more than we do.
The first step is called brain dumping. It's a technique used by experts to formulate your thoughts on paper. We then identify the top 3 tasks for the day. This is to ensure you don't overlook vital objectives. And finally, we timebox.
Let me guess, we're going to email Jim, call the client, and post content. Any productivity tip that tells you to write the same thing out 3 times in different ways is an absolute waste of your time. There's no goal here. What are we trying to achieve today? Who spends an hour emailing Jim? People spend an average of 15 seconds reading your email. And posting content for 2 hours, it's too broad, it's too unspecific. What are you posting? Are you writing content? Are you making video? Are you looking at thumbnails? What are the breakdown of these tasks and what is the purpose of them? I'd say this is my least favorite, most time wasting bullshit so far. Do not follow whoever this creator is.
3-minute rule. When you have a task you really don't want to do, just start it immediately and work on it for exactly 3 minutes. A lot of the time I'll keep going after I've started and trick my brain into thinking I'm only working for 3 minutes each time. Set the scene. Someone once told me that if I didn't feel motivated, to pretend I was in a movie or TV show.
I feel like I could be her mother, and in that mode I'm like, get your pens off the bed. What are you doing? You're making a huge mess. You're gonna have to clear it up. This is gonna take time. You're gonna sleep in piles of pens. You're gonna end up with coloured ink all over your sheets. Somebody's gonna have to wash them. She was fine with the 3 minutes. This is ridiculous.
iPad.io. There's a bunch of different themed study and workspaces that you can pick from to play and listen to in the background. Even has a calendar, to-do list, a note taker. It seriously is that girl. My favorite is the Pomodoro timer, where you can schedule how long you want to work and take breaks for.
Okay, we're back to the Pomodoro, but we've got to go into some browser and set up sounds. Feeling like it's a distraction, and if she were my child, I'd be like, just get on with it. Do your 3 minutes, get on with the work, stop throwing your pens on the bed, crack on, just crack on.
During your break, create a Pinterest board with your big wish list items you want to work towards, because if there's one reason you can't give up now, it's because you don't have the green couch of your dreams yet.
I feel like there's a huge number of distractions here of things that are getting in the way of productivity rather than just being clear about what you want to do, get on with it, and save the fun stuff, the green couch shopping, maybe for the weekend, the evening.
Let's talk about the 5 types of routines you need in your life.
Enlighten me, what are they?
Number 1, a wake-up routine. Regardless of what time you wake up, whether morning, afternoon, or evening, the point of this routine is to ground yourself before your day begins.
Has she just liquidized that plant? Is that what she's drinking? Very distracted by this.
Number 3, an exercise routine. One of the hardest parts of prioritizing our wellness is the consistency.
So my language for this would be around fixed points, and she's absolutely right. You need fixed points in your week where you do the things that you might otherwise avoid or put off in some way. So having fixed points for exercise is a brilliant piece of advice. I'm really worried about this plant. What has the plant got to do with the self-care? I think it's a bit blindingly obvious. Get up, take some time out, do a bit of journaling, wind down in the evenings, have an exercise routine. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with it as such. I'm just not sure how many people will go, aha, that's the thing I didn't know. Although I do really like the fixed point, so I'm going to give her a break on that, and also just ask for clemency with that green plant. Don't eat it. Don't eat the plant. Leave the plant. Leave the plant alone. We're going to be fine.
My ADHD brain needs a visual for my weekly schedule or else I won't get anything done. So I made this weekly planner. All you have to do is put the start date, the weekday, and the time that you want the schedule to start. Add your weekly tasks, things you want to get done each week, and you can cross them out. Add up to 10 daily habits. Then when a new week comes, you just click clear data and it's cleared.
If this kind of a planner appeals to you, great. You could just as easily do it on a piece of paper. It's very much personal preference. Until you get to a point where you're writing things down, like make my bed and brush my teeth, that are actually creating tasks that I guess you pretty much do these things already. I mean, if you need a reminder to make your bed, fine. But if you just do it, why write it down? And why with this would you wipe it every week and restart it the following week? What you want to do to be productive is to reduce the number of decisions and choices you have to make. So having a rolling diary where each week you have the same appointments, the same classes, the same exercise routine, makes it easier for your brain to process it. So don't delete it every week. If this is a format that works for you, great, but don't waste your time filling in stuff you don't need to fill in, because really, you're just creating tasks.
Something tells me that you're not as productive as you want to be, and it's probably because the way you think about resting and taking breaks is completely backwards.
What's happening with the lip seal? What's happening here?
I'm not perfect, but I've learned a thing or two about being productive, and it has kept me from burning out ever again.
I love it when people who are this age say that they're never going to burn out again. How do we know that? Like, I'm 50, I don't know if I'm going to burn out. I have no idea. How do we know that?
I literally just reapplied this lip balm because of how nice it feels.
I don't understand the role of the lip balm, but we're just going to carry on.
I don't take breaks based off of how much work I've gotten done. I take them based off of how much energy I've lost. It doesn't matter if I was super productive or super unproductive. The point of the break is to get your energy back.
I do think that's broadly fine, and if it works for her, do you know what? Great. I think the risk of that is you get really manically into a task, totally exhaust yourself, lose track of everything else that's going on around you, and then you can't restart it because you've so drained. So yes and no. If it works for you, fine, but I'm not loving it as a piece of advice.
If I'm not doing something that actually relaxes me or somehow boosts my energy, it doesn't count as a break. There's actually multiple types of rest for when you're taking a break.
Some of the really interesting research is that when people are in really demanding jobs or really overwhelmed, that actually difficult hobbies can be more absorbing and more appealing. So they might be playing a complicated card game, they might be sailing or playing golf at a high level, or doing something that really taxes their brain. So broadly, I think this is fine, except for the lip seal. I'm really still very confused about the lip seal. So this is all really great advice. So take an hour out, totally focus. It works, it's brilliant. The problem people have with it in reality is that most people don't live in bubbles. They have all sorts of people who might need to contact them. It might be their kid is struggling at school, it may be their parents have had a fall recently. More likely it's a boss who wants things, or their boss's boss, or their team who need things. And just living in a completely isolated world is fantastic if you're a student, if you can do it. Learn how to do it, take the time, do that deep focus. But in real life, people find this incredibly hard. And what works better for a lot of people is to have escalation techniques. So they'll set their phone to receive calls from a couple of people, maybe school, maybe their parents, maybe their boss, maybe their team's numbers, and turn off other notifications. But it's a little bit more sophisticated for most people than just shutting it down. But if you can do it, why wouldn't you?
If you're feeling stuck in a rut, try the 3-2-1 productivity rule. You're going to write down 3 things that you absolutely have to do that day.
Why 3?
You're going to write down 2 things that you can do if you end up having more time.
Why 2?
And finally, you'll write down 1 thing that you'll do to unwind at the end of your day.
I just feel like sometimes we just overcomplicate these things. Maybe there's one thing you have to get done today. Maybe you just have to complete that assignment, you have to finish that project and get it out the door. That's okay. We don't need to create a complicated structure. I don't know what the triangle is giving us here. I do like the idea that we're going to do one thing to unwind at the end of the day. So let's stick with that. I'm going to share one more thing with you. It's not on TikTok, but someone sent it to me. Let's just have a quick look and see what we think about it.
People are always asking me, Marine, how are you so productive? This is how. I duct tape myself to my desk chair. That way, when I try to get up to like go get a snack or do something that's not productive, I feel it. And then I remember, no, I'm supposed to be working right now. Sometimes I'll duct tape my arm literally here if I'm like writing a paper or something, because you have no other option than to work.
I don't know what. So my roundup is that if you want to get more done of a good quality in less time, don't bloody start with TikTok. But you let me know if you think I've missed something good. See ya.